What makes customers to question the value of your product or the value of your offer? What makes them to question whether your offer is actually worth the price? That's what we're looking at in this video. The first thing that will make customers to question the value of your offer is when you give them the cost of the product before the value of the product. When you give them the cost of the product without before you give them the value of the product. When you don't emphasize on the value of the product, when you don't emphasize on the value, why that offer is valuable, why that product is valuable, when you don't emphasize on it and you give them the cost firsthand, they will now start questioning whether the offer or the product is actually worth the price. Do you understand me? And the reason why they question this is because they are not being crystal clear about what they stand to get, or about why that offer is worth the price. Okay? Vague explanations will not cut this. You need to be very, very explicit. You need to be very, very clear about the value of the offer. And that thing is when you don't state the outcomes. Do you understand me? If you just focus on just the features of the products without talking about the outcomes, they are not going to be convinced to purchase that product. Do you understand me? They're not going to be convinced to purchase that product. So you need to emphasize on what they stand to get, what success looks like when they purchase that product. You need to put, if possible, you paint a visual picture. You can tell a story. Do you understand me? Tell a story of how people are using that product, or your offer. Tell a story of how you've helped the customer to overcome a problem with your solution or with your offer. Do you understand me? Paint a mental picture of what success looks like, of what the outcome would be when they purchase your offer. And that thing is when they start to consider alternatives. Do you understand me? That is why emphasizing on the value of your offer is very, very important. Once you emphasize on the value of your offer, they will not even have the chance to start comparing you with alternatives, because they will believe that your offer is the best and top choice for them.